Oh my Gaia! My last video literally skyrocketed quicker than Hytale Loops videos. Well, I guess I should thank y'all for initiating me into this, community! Yeah! Since a lot of y'all definitely haven't seen the 7 minutes of Hytale content that literally every single content creator uses for the past 2 years, I thought I might as well explain some of the things in them for you. So in this video, we will be going through what is Zone 1 and what can be found within it. Enjoy! Allow me to introduce you to the world of Breath of the Wild. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. This is a Hytale video, not Zelda. This is specifically Zone 1 in the world of Orbis in Hytale. To be fair, the worlds are pretty similar. I mean, you got the vibrant colors, lots of vegetation, mountains, structures, tree vegans, frog people, the Urkai from Lord of the Rings. Basically spot on. Wait, the world in Breath of the Wild is called Hyrule? Did I just uncover a secret alliance between Zelda and Hytale? Who's knocking on my door? Zone 1 is essentially the first zone in Hytale that you are dropped into. First zone more like Noob Zone, but yeah, this zone is relatable to Grassland and Terraria, which makes it kind of like the early stage, the beginner zone, and it is filled with the least amount of threats and bad stuff from what we know. Or is it? Speaking about threatening things, let's discuss Kweebecs. Okay, I just want to bring this up now. Has anybody else realized how much they literally look like Baby Yoda? Are you telling me a Mandalorian's gonna swoop out of nowhere from the sky and just start saying, "This is the way"? Anyways, let's discuss Kweebecs in Hytale. They're trees, they live in trees, they make things out of trees like IKEA furniture, armor, and weapons. And when they die, they literally become a tree. At this point, you're probably questioning these guys' entire existence, but that is not all. There's so much more, guys. They are literally tree orphans. They have never met their parents, as they literally say on the Hytale website. And Technoblade's gonna have a lot of fun with these guys, isn't he? Not only that, but they are also literally pacifists. They do not want to have troubles with anyone. They just took the Minecraft villager and made them even more bullyable. Okay, if tiny tree vegans aren't your thing, then there are always Trorks. Basically, they are the iconic big, bad, strong guy as you see in any game, movie, or franchise. Only thing that would make them even more iconic is if you dumb them down to the point where their societies are just a bunch of raiding camps. Oh, wait, that's what it is? Well, I guess at least they look different. At least a bit. So from what we know, the Trorks are like the Fire Nation to the Kweebecs Air Tribe. They are essentially in a dispute against each other, but I mean, come on. If the Trorks are having a hard time dismantling a society full of trees, I guess they kind of deserve their fate no matter what. I do want to point out that there are several tiers of combat classes. There is the Bow Spammer, the lazy one that uses animal cruelty as their strength, the guy that has a sword, the nerd who casts spells from the distance, my middle school bully, and who can forget about the Fen Stalkers? They're big frogs. That is like literally everything we know about them. I honestly don't know what to tell you. There are so many more mobs in Hytale that are just amazing, so let's just cover those real quick. Goblins, smallswords, deer, boar, frogs, toads, skeletons, more skeletons, spiders, knife-throwing pigeon, bears, chickens, cows, sheep, ducks, cat, dogs, and wolves. Which is your favorite? Leave a comment down below. If you're completely new to the game, then you may be curious about what biomes and prefabs will be found in Zone 1, aka Emerald Grove. First of all, there will be 3 main biomes: grassland or plains, dense forest, and Florida, or should I call them swamps, basically the same thing at this point. But these will look and be dynamically different in their appearances and perhaps what mobs they have from one another. However, there is still more things within Zone 1 like random structures. I mean, we'll see stuff like magical elemental areas from Avatar. So from what we know in Zone 1 seems to be the earth element. I wonder if this means you can like lift the ground from the ground. Oh god, that sounded terrible. We also see the ruins of past human societies. I do wonder what killed them off. Maybe it was the extent of the prolonged release date. Or maybe it's just the Trorks. Maybe the Trorks, yeah, let's just go with that. Although the release date is taking quite some time. There are also giant caves to be explored. However, we do not know much about what will exist in the caves besides mine shafts, scary monsters, and maybe even dungeons for you to explore. So let's just say maybe in a future video we will cover caves alone. So if you do want that, make sure to leave a comment down below. Of course, there are also Kweebec villages which hold the majority of Kweebec societies in Hytale. I wonder if they'll name the village Quebec. You get it? No? I'm just gonna leave. Last but not least, there are the Trork camps, and these seem to be an area of interest as when you enter them, you get an objective to slay the Trorks. I'm gonna be honest, after all the time, I am starting to think that the player is just a puppet assigned to the mission to annihilate the Trorks from the face of Orbis. I mean, they are just trying to defend themselves and their families, so truly, it could be just the evil tree vegan that is source of all evil in Hytale. I guess the last topic to discuss is what will gameplay be like in Zone 1. First of all, the player will probably spawn in and begin to collect resources like wood and ores so that they can make weapons, armor, and even a home for their journey through Orbis. At some point, you'll probably want to start dungeoneering or burning down a Kweebec village, so that works too. And if Kweebecs don't quench your pyromantic desires, then there are always the Monzhorns. I mean, my boy Exodus just made a video explaining why they're so bad, and I mean, I was in it, so you should go and check it out. Overall, I believe most of Zone 1 gameplay will involve the player grinding to the point they can finally take on the other zones. From most gameplay we see in Zone 1, the player mainly wears wood and hide armor, making this as an early game, I'd presume. It isn't until later on that the player finally gets iron armor and iron weapons, so I think that kind of clarifies that. Once you've finally upgraded your gears and killed off several species, congrats, you are no longer a noob. It is time for you to venture to other zones and perhaps other dimensions for the rest of your journey in Hytale. And just like that, you have come to the end of this video. Whether you actually learned something or wasted your time, I don't know. But if you did enjoy this video, please comment and like so I know, and maybe I'll make another one. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I am Redunes. See you next time.